Hi Sagittarius, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into this, I would like to set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Alright, Sag, let's see what we got going on here. I'm here working out. Are we working something out? Trying to find the balance in a relationship with somebody, maybe us balancing something out too. I'm looking at us ideally wanting to find a sense of balance, but I'm seeing like our shadow kind of creeping up on something here, okay? I'm hearing careful, I'm hearing be mindful. Maybe we also caught our shadow before something happened, okay? Karmically. Maybe we're also realizing like where our shadow makes decisions versus where we are making conscious decisions. I'm seeing something that ends up going well, okay? This can be us working with our guides. This can also be us working with other people as well. We may have felt a sense of confusion about feelings that we wanted to express. I'm looking at confusion. I'm looking at something going on in the 3D. I'm looking at our shadow. I'm hearing at play. There may have been something going on where we misjudged something. Hold on a second. I'm looking at a 3 and a 3 here. There's a lesson being learned right now about a goal that we are trying to get to. I'm seeing there being reciprocity. I'm also seeing there being emotion, and I'm seeing there being love too. Maybe you feel like a lesson that you're going through right now has constricted something, because I'm seeing a lot of Saturn here. And Saturn teaches difficult lessons for us. And you might feel like it's restricting you from expanding in a certain direction, okay? But I'm seeing that physically in the 3D. There may have been something, something confusing you, like making something foggy, okay? It's like there were a lot of different ways that you could go with something, and I'm seeing like the 3D kind of confusing something for you in a way where something wasn't clear about like where you wanted to expand. I'm seeing too that like if this is not another person, okay, because I feel like it's always important for us to recognize our shadow in the shadow space. I'm seeing there being a lesson about love here, okay, about somebody that we wanted to work with, somebody we wanted to link up with, something like that. I'm looking at a goal. I'm looking at us wanting balance. I'm looking at something going on with love. However, I'm seeing that in the shadow space, we may not have been aware that something was out of balance that we were manifesting. And this is why our expansion was kind of, I'm hearing simmered. It's like Saturn over here kind of compressing something where you wanted to expand again. Because I'm seeing a sense of confusion, and I'm seeing us maybe jumping into something too quickly. It was like, again, I'm seeing something about the shadow. In the 3D, this is like a behavior being out of balance. Maybe something that you were sensing, something you were picking up on. And this is all a lesson about, I'm hearing purifying the energy. This has to do with like the sensations that we're feeling and whatnot. And it's like something we were manifesting, the way that we were showing up for it, it like wasn't in a mature energy, I'm getting, okay? It was almost like you didn't you didn't have all of the information that you needed, but like something was jumped ahead with anyway. Like too quickly, I'm getting. And it has to do with a manifestation, and it has to do with something physically manifesting for you. I'm looking at a lot of Capricorn energy, and I'm also looking at you here, Sag. And I'm seeing that there's... what came to fruition was us kind of moving away from something and going back, I'm hearing, to the drawing board. It's like something needs to be worked on longer, because I'm seeing it's almost like something came to fruition that you realized like you wanted to go in another direction with, and I'm seeing you kind of like going back to work on something here. I'm seeing progress being made with something we felt confused by, something we were in our heads about, but something we're moving away from. I'm hearing leaving it behind. Working on our communication skills. I'm seeing us making progress with something that's coming to an end now. This can be, I'm looking at counterpart energy coming out here. I'm looking at air, I'm looking at earth too. I'm seeing what comes to fruition is progress, because we are ending something, or something has come to an end, and I'm seeing us walking away from whatever this thing is. I'm hearing finished. I'm hearing it's finished. I'm getting that there might be somebody that we're in our heads about. This can be a boss. This can be somebody that we perceive to be in the, like, King of Pentacles energy at their job. This can be a company. Maybe in our heads about a position that we want to take up. I'm seeing us working on something here, and it has to do with the way that we speak, the way that we deliver. I'm hearing communicate. Something going on with the feminine energy here. I'm seeing there being like some sort of tie-up about like the feminine versus the masculine energy. I'm not sure what that is. It's something that needs to be addressed. I'm looking at earth here. I'm hearing something about leaking through. Leaking through. I'm looking at an offer. I'm looking at somebody feeling stressed out. I'm looking at an offer that comes through to you. If it's not to you, it's you making an offer to somebody, and I'm seeing us being met with somebody like really grounded in their emotions, okay? Somebody that seems controlled in a way, emotionally, passionately, but something about being controlled. And I'm getting that there's going to be a transformation with this energy. It's like maybe where you had jumped ahead before, I'm seeing something big changing now with the way that we deliver something here. It's like recognizing the way that you want to come across and like aligning your behavior with that. And actually picking out, because I'm seeing there being a transition. It's like so many things that you might want to say, that you might want to deliver, that you might want to address, that you might want to go forward on. And it's like picking actually that right thing that you want to be giving out here. I'm seeing like after we go through this transformation, it's like almost like you're entering into a completely new land with something. And I'm getting that this has to do with like our behavior and how we're delivering something. It's like how we're showing up in a certain space. And I'm seeing us needing to remain grounded. It's like maybe something hadn't gone as planned before. But I'm seeing something turning around for you. I'm seeing there being some stress that we're experiencing because of the offer that came through, something intuitively we know about. Maybe feeling stressed because of the way that an offer was delivered. I'm getting stress. As we undergo this transformation, I'm looking at, I believe this is you, Sag, over here, offering a new beginning to somebody, an opportunity, but I'm seeing that like the way that somebody's affect was, I'm getting like grounded, like calm emotionally, something like that. It's like somebody not reactive, somebody like, I'm hearing cool, calm, collected. It's like you're met with like, I'm hearing resilient. It's like a very calm water energy that you're met with. But I'm seeing like you being more passionate about something and this person being like calm down emotionally. This is like being the rock in the middle of a wavy storm. And I'm seeing that we may be disappointed. I'm seeing something going on with the intuition. But I'm getting that this manifested because of the sense of confusion and again because of like jumping into something too quickly. I'm looking at justice, balance. I'm looking at there being alchemy here. Something being balanced out, you being guided to balance something out. Something with the words, something also with the emotions. And move to a place where you feel calm. And grounded. I'm seeing us taking a break from something too. I'm seeing us being guided to move to a place where we feel like we're taking time for ourselves to move into a sense of calm. There could have been some stuff going around. I'm getting like this energy being very much like feeling like you're rushing around making ungrounded decisions, and then we're being guided to move to a place where we're really like checking our actions, where we are, I'm hearing moderating, something going on with the emotional process. Also how we're behaving as well. And I'm seeing us like, rather than moving to a place where we feel like we're very reactive, it's like moving into a calm place, okay? A place where we feel like, I'm hearing we're feeling our energy, feeling our emotions, also not being reactive. It's like observing but not absorbing the way that we're feeling, okay? I'm seeing us going within and looking. I'm looking at Libra, I'm looking at you, Sag, and I'm looking at Virgo over here. But I'm seeing us being guided to be very introspective, okay? We're going to be able to master a certain type of balance that we need and be coming across in a more grounded and disciplined way, okay? I'm hearing affect. I'm getting this feeling like there's so much ungrounded energy that it may be hard for you to even... This is at times it like comes in ebbs and flows. Like sometimes it's hard to keep track of like maybe your reaction or your emotional space. I'm getting like a really big need to ground and also a really big need to be present. I feel like kind of spacey right now. I'm looking at discipline. I'm looking at judgment being called. I'm seeing that there had been some juggling. This is why we're being guided to ground that energy. And I'm seeing us kind of like calling our energy back to ourselves by looking within and planting seeds from a grounded space. I'm looking at something going on subconsciously that is needing to be addressed. Because I'm seeing something going on with the shadow space here. There's clarity that we are going to find when we ground. We may be feeling conflicted about another person, about a wish fulfillment that we're trying to manifest, about how we're going to get to where we're trying to go. I'm looking at an illumination of something that we're trying to manifest here. I'm looking at something going on that's hidden. I'm looking at communication coming through regarding a wish fulfillment. I'm looking at the Two of Cups. I'm looking at a decision that needs to be made. And I'm also looking at an illumination I'm hearing thereof. I'm looking at communication that comes through. I'm looking at the Chariot. I'm looking at a wish fulfillment. It's like something that you've wished for that's coming to light now. Successful. I'm getting that in grounding your energy. There's something that's going to, I'm hearing take off. I'm looking at the world meeting with something that we want to start. Something that's going to need planning. I'm hearing take planning. I'm looking at there being some sort of ascension here. It's like when you learn to alchemize in the way that you're being guided to, I'm seeing some sort of ascension that we go through. Something that gets us connected with our emotions. I'm hearing in the ways that we put them on display. And I'm seeing some sort of conflict that we're going to be leveling out in the heart space. It's like choosing this particular direction that you want to go in, and I'm seeing something that needs to be healed here in the heart space. I'm hearing something about channeling too, like a way that we want to channel that. Something we need to like shift our perspective on a bit. Something that we need to see. I'm looking at a message coming through. You could also be getting intuitive messages as well. Intuitive messages that you're going to get like when you clear the heart chakra, when you clear the heart space. I'm looking at a karmic test and I'm looking at a soul contract here. This can also be somebody from the past. I'm hearing deep past as well. All right, Sag, we're going to end it there. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for being here. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.